The question that keeps coming to me over and over, are all oils the same? And it's kind of an interesting question because naturally the answer is no, they're not all the same. Let's just talk about lavender because we're standing here in a new lavender field that was just planted in August. We're here now the end of October and it's cold. It's raining and freezing at higher altitudes and snowing. And yet it's all part of what is beautiful when we see how these plants are growing so well that were planted in August. Now we look at this field. The seeds that came from the plants that planted this field, we grew in St. Mary's. The very seeds all came from the original seed stock, a Lavandula augustifolia officinale. And yet people say, can it all be the same? Not all lavender grown in the world is the same unless it's a clone or hybrid. And so let me just show you an example. As I pick this stem here, we look at it and it's a very unique, it's got a nice firm tuft, deep purple in color, but it's got a second little leaf and tuft down here on this stem. And that's a very strong characteristic of that particular lavender. But I turn and I look at this plant right here at my foot. And yes, it has an elongated flower with another little flower here without the leaves beside it. Very individual, very different characteristic. Deep purple, lighter blue purple in color. And yet these two plants growing across from each other came from the original seed stock. And then in front of me, I look and I pick another one. And look at this one. Again, very individual, very different. So here we have three very individual, very distinct, very different spikes with flowers on, all from the original Lavandula augustifolia officinale. I'm proud to tell all of you that Young Living is the only company in the world that does this today. Not only do we grow it here in Utah, we grow the pure Lavandula officinale augustifolia in St. Mary's, Idaho, and Simeon-le-Roton, France, where our farm is there. To have pure, authentic, therapeutic, grade essential oils, you have to grow from original plant stock, not hybrid. It's the only way you can get all the individual chemistry because this particular flower will have little different chemistry elements than this one and this one. And the whole makes that therapeutic action and effect so great and beautiful. So what does it take to create this besides just the seed stock? Preparing our fields is critical. The water, as I mentioned, and where does our water come from that waters these fields? From our mountains, these Wasatch Mountains at 12,000 feet. Some of the most pure and pristine water anywhere to be found in the world. We look at our soil here. Aromatic plants love a soil of 7 to 7